There's a quick question here. I just think they wanted you to go back to the opportunity cost calculator just for a second.
Mhm.
They're asking, property management on YouTube is asking, where will it tell us how much we should pay?
Let's go over that. I'm going to finish this part up because it's going to
Sure,
lead
sure.
right into that
Okay,
question there.
perfect,
That's
perfect.
a perfect question. So once we understand that we want to be able to manage your principal payment and find the right principal payment for you and your family or your business or your church, whatever it is you're paying on, you want to have the right interest rate so that you control your principal payment. Here's the key: controlling the principal payment. Because if you can get this thing down, instead of 360 payments, we can get it down to around 84 payments instead, without stressing your budget, without having to make more money, without being in a position where you're sacrificing lifestyle. You can live well and do all of this. Watch this. So now you can attack the loan with $505 payments instead of attacking the loan with these starting out at $600 payments because of lowering the interest rate. And this is why banks will offer that, because when you come in and start talking about how do I pay this loan off faster, oh my gosh, they could teach you, take your loan now with this tiny principal payment, with this smaller principal payment, and start attacking it with the principal. No, what they do is they offer you a lower interest rate, show you a smaller overall interest cost for 30 years, and then make it harder for you to prepay. That's what's going on here. Okay. So when we do that, that's where we are. So if we were to get in here and take a look at the opportunity cost calculator that simplifies everything, now we have, this is John and Rebecca Jones. Okay. And let me show you a little bit about John and Rebecca Jones. We're looking at their action plan. And in their action plan, we track how much they're spending and how much they're making. Oh my goodness, folks. Listen, if you were to talk to Credit Goddess, if you were to talk to RB, if you were to talk to Kenyatta, and when they're doing their intake on their clients, do you know how many people are totally unaware of how much money they're making per month? They ask them, how much are they making per month? Most people have no idea. They give you, I make around this much. And not only that, they say, well, how much are you spending on your bills each month? Again, they don't know. They literally have to sit down and figure out how much they're making and how much they're spending, even though they're living very well. They pay all of their bills, they pay them on time, they're living well, they have high limits on their credit cards, they have low utilization on their credit cards. Everything is in place, but they don't know how much they're making or how much they're spending. Ladies, am I telling the truth here? Am I making this up?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So what this thing does, it makes us know how much we're spending and how much we're making. And then if we put in here, how much do I want to spend on my lifestyle? Meaning, how much do I want to put in so we can enjoy life as a family? We can plug that in. And then we plug in what we put in to savings. We plug in putting the minimum payments on the debt, and we plug in what we spend on food and insurance and just to pay all of the bills. Everything is in here. Then what happens is the program can easily tell how much money is left over after all the bills are paid. And that's the key. You have to know how much you're making and how much you're spending. And this helps to track that. So that's what happens here on the action plan. We're tracking how much money you make and how much money you spend. In the accounts tab over here, we're able to see how much money we have in the bank and what we're borrowing. And that's going to be important. So John and Rebecca Jones here, they have $500 in checking. They got $5,138 in savings. They have an auto loan that's $25,000 at 4%. Here's their minimum payment, $460, and a Visa at 21% interest. They have a $2,000 balance and their minimum payment is $50. Okay. And they have a mortgage, $200,000 mortgage at 6%. And their payment is $1,199.10. So all of that is in here. The program has already calculated that if you follow the plan that the program is going to map out, John and Rebecca Jones' potential interest savings is going to be $179,297. And because of that potential interest savings, they will be able to pay off all of this debt in 7.8 years. Now, why is that important? It's important because they're using the same money they used to qualify for the 30-year loan. Listen, do you know that I was just in Miami not too long ago? I'm doing more traveling now because of the P.I.L.L method and meeting up with some of these fabulous people and meeting them in person and in New York. I'm seeing cars that cost $200,000. I saw a car that cost $200,000. Do you know what? You can't get a 30-year mortgage on a $200,000 car.
Mm.
You can't. It's paid off in 6 or 7 years. So folks, if you can pay off a $200,000 car in 6 or 7 years, why does it take 30 years to pay off a $200,000 house? Listen, folks, let us help you treat your house like a car and be done in 7 years. Come on. I love this. I absolutely love this. So what we're going to do is go back. Somebody asked, Kurt, will the program tell you exactly what to do? The answer is yes, but you have to put in information into this. So we're starting out in January because we can see 3 months at a time. We can see January, February, and March all on the same screen if we scroll down, okay? So we're starting out here in January where John gets paid $950. So it says, okay, this is how much I make. All right, so it's preloaded into the program. You load it in one time and then it just keeps recurring every month. But when he gets paid, he just clicks on that. I got paid my $950. I tell the program I got paid my $950. All right. And then I tell the program I got it. And then it disappears from the screen. All right. So that's his input. He has to tell the program how much he makes because in the program, there is a virtual checking account. All right. And in the virtual checking account, it has to match his actual checking account. So in the virtual checking account, he has $1,450. Well, guess what? In his actual checking account, he has the same amount of money to the penny. The program has to know how much is in the bank. So he tells it, tells the program. So when we go back to the action plan, now when he tells the program how much he's making, he also has to tell the program how much he's spending. When he tells the program, oh, now we pay our mortgage of $1,199.10, and we do the same thing. We execute that. And it subtracts that money from the virtual checking account in the program. And then it's also because by writing a check or doing an online payment, that $1,199.10 is subtracted from his real bank account. So the program knows exactly how much he's spending. So it's a series of that, how much we're making and how much we're spending. And we just click execute to tell the program what's going on. After a while, the program gives us these little arrows. And this is the program talking to you, property management, when it says, take money on the 5th of the month, take money from the checking account and put it into savings, $100.90, because this is the money John and Rebecca Jones don't need for anything else, because they told the program everything they need to pay, including their lifestyle money so that they can enjoy life.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.